On the second day of Christmas, we joined a swimming club. The sun is setting by the time I make it back home. This isn't exactly how I was expecting my first day to be. I thought it was going to be the same old, boring beginning. Introduce, join a club, make friends, do study. Katie, you need to study pretty freaking hard if you're calling it do study. But it's gone far more differently than I thought it would. Yeah, you didn't do study at all. I already made 2 new friends. I don't think they're your friends. That's not fair to call them that. And they're gonna teach me how to swim. Do I really want to become a swimmer? Didn't you love swimming, you sack of shit? Maybe not, but I think that they need me. I don't want their club to close. They seem to love swimming. What possibly led you to that? Conclusion. So we will have to wait and see how things work out. I have to think more carefully, more about those rumors though. What rumors? Judging by what I saw, they were desperate for new members. Of course, that would be a given, since practically everyone else discourages anyone from joining the club. It isn't a wonder why they're down to only 2 members. So what exactly happened for things to end up that way? No one seems to want to talk about it, and we also didn't go ask anyone. A distinct sound echoes through my apartment, cutting through my idle thoughts. It's the phone ringing. I already know who it is. Are your parents? But I don't want to answer the phone. Even if I ignore it, though, it's going to keep ringing. They would presume something's happened if I didn't answer. Yeah, okay, parents. Slowly, I pick up the phone. Now comes the moment I dread. Hey, Dad. His familiar masculine voice echoes throughout the phone. Hello, son. Just checking in to see how you're doing. Judging by the tone of his voice, he's nervous. What's wrong? Oh, it's just that I rang earlier, but you weren't there. I was kind of worried about how your first day went. Don't worry, I was just a little bit late getting back home, that's all. Oh, it's good to hear that you're fine. Fine is a very relative term for me. How was it, by the way? He immediately goes for the kill. I can hear the anxiousness in those words. Then humor the man. Humor the poor man. Give him what he wants. Tell him it's amazing and that you're loving life. Don't be a depressed piece of shit. He desperately wants to hear yes. See, I told you. These things are so full of tropes that I can call them 6 chapters in advance. It practically means the world to him right now. Fortunately, I don't have to lie to him about it. Yeah, I don't mind this one. What about friends? Have you made any new ones? His tone is a lot less grim, but still. It stings every time he asks that kaede. If he has to keep asking it, then that's the problem. But I don't dare say anything. 2 girls I met at the swimming club. They're pretty nice, from what I can tell. Swimming club? The tone of his voice completely changes. What's wrong? No, nothing. It's just, do you really want to do... Again, the weird phraseology here. Do you really want to do swimming? No, Dad, I'd rather do study. Why wouldn't I want to do swimming? There's plenty of other clubs at that school. I checked it out myself. I just don't really see you as a swimmer, that's all. So, would you consider doing anything else? Okay. We're gonna go for the kill. Why? What's the problem? Really, it's nothing. If you want to swim, then swim. Do swim, Kaede. I don't think he's telling me the whole truth behind that. You're telekinetic or kinetic or something, Kaede. You could tell that there was negative rumors, but... Anyway, you said you made new friends? He's changing the subject. I'll just go with it. No, don't let him... Why, Dad, are you being this way? If they're girls, too. Every single time. It's a little early to be planning anything like that, Dad. I can hear him scoff at that. Don't be ridiculous. It's never too early. Yeah, it is. 15-minute conversation. They're effectively strangers. Your mother and I met in middle school, after all. He always likes to bring that up whenever he can. The two of them have been together for decades now. I think he's one of the few men to have truly achieved ideal love. Once again, I live in his shadow. There's nothing wrong about thinking about what sort of future you could have. You never know if there's a cute girl in the future I could have. I know, I'm only in school though. If I know my dad at all, then he's definitely shaking his head right now. That's the best time for romance. No, not really? No? It's before you get old and cynical like me. He laughs for a bit. Anyway, I have to make this brief. Man, everybody loves saying anyway. Next time we talk, I promise I'll stay around for a bit longer. Your mother and I have high expectations. Don't fuck it up. Of course. Until next time. Later. The phone goes silent then. I know you have high expectations. I just wish you would ask me if I want to be a prodigy. Are you trying to be like... It rings like he's trying to say something like, I don't want to be a doctor, Dad. I want to be an astronaut. And Dad's like, no, you're going to be a doctor because everybody in our family's a doctor. Okay, I get it when that... But prodigy? I want you to be amazing, son. Well, I don't want to be amazing. Have you ever asked if I want to be amazing? Doesn't everybody? Every time we talk, I feel like you're on the edge of asking that question. But we always just barely avoid it. Why can't I just be myself? Why be yourself if you could be amazing rock star or outstanding... Rays of light dance across my face. With great effort, I pull myself up. I stumble over to the window. No, that's incorrect. I stumble over the window. This guy wakes up and he's stuck to the wall, so he trips on the window, the light blinding me as I try to look out. My eyes eventually adjust. It looks like another sunny day today. Good morning, world. No one there to say good morning back. Was I really... Kaede, if you live alone and somebody responds good morning, wouldn't that be the worst, most terrifying thing ever? The call is coming from inside the house. This is day 2. It seems to be going far faster than I was expecting. My curtains billow as a strong wind howls through the windows. Summer storms are supposed to be coming in today. I really hope that it isn't raining by the time I get home. You literally just said that it was a sunny, beautiful day. It's going to be a sunny, beautiful day. Knowing my luck, though, it probably will be. You are a depressing person to be around, Kaede. I didn't have to run myself ragged to get to school on time, thankfully. But as I reach the front gate of the school, I can't help but notice someone standing at the gate. Hiromi! Fancy seeing you here. Everyone goes through this gate eventually. Not everyone goes through this gate to get into the school, you know? You get the idea. It's really nothing special to see me here. Nonetheless, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you too. So, I heard a bit about you through rumors. I thought this school didn't have rumors, Kaede. Are you really the son of who I think you are? Oh no, somebody's already worked out who I am. Yeah, what of it? You're not really what I would have expected. What were you expecting exactly? Everyone talks about your father as being larger than life, an extremely charismatic and talented man. You're not this. You're quite different from what I've seen so far. Why should I be the same as my father? Because being charismatic, larger than life, super rich, everybody knows who you are is amazing. Don't try and play it up like it's not. I just want to live by myself in a shack and have no money and be poor the rest of my life and nobody ever knows my name. Die in a gutter. But I'd rather be that than charismatic and larger than life and everybody knows and loves me. I'm me. That's all I want to be.
そうなの。わかった。
Right. I see. Failure. She nods thoughtfully to herself. Yeah, avoid Kaede. Is this the third school you've transferred to this year?
どう
Yeah.
してそんなに転校を繰り返す
Why do you move around so much? It's not really my choice to. It isn't your choice? Look, I'm just gonna say this to you. My father has expectations. And I haven't been meeting those expectations. It's something I'd rather not talk about with a stranger. Is she a stranger or a friend, Kaede? You told your dad, who's got expectations of you, that you're making friends, and now you're calling her a stranger. So please don't bring this up again, okay?
ごめんなさい。
Alright, I got it.
興味
I
ない
was just curious. She seems like she's sincerely sorry. It really is my own problem to deal with. So let's not talk about it.
わかったわ。
Alright, alright.
今日の授業
Looking forward to class today? If this wind weren't howling, I'd be as happy as can
わか
be.
るわ。
I know what you
風の
mean.
強い日っていつも
On windy days like this, I always have to wear a pair of shorts.
問題が起こるの。
Problems. Problems? What kind of... The tropes. They hurt sometimes. The wind begins to howl even louder. She's wearing tights. It's not that big a deal. Great gusts sweep across the school's entrance. I want to call her Hitomi so badly because of Dead or Alive. That was my main character, along with Kasumi. Hiromi tries to prevent her skirt from flying upwards, but she completely fails. How does she fail? She leans forward. Ah, fuck. This is beautiful just for the typos and the nonsense. She leans forward and do swimming. Places her hands on the front of her skirt, only for the back of it to fly up. Leaving me with an unobscured view. She was facing you. How the hell? What, did she turn around or did you run behind her? Her face becomes a strange mixture of despair, panic, and
なんで
embarrassment.
振りにもよって今なのよ。
No! There's no room to imagine anything. What do you need to imagine, Kaede? It's all very plainly exposed to the naked eye. Wildly flailing all around her, her skirt is completely flipped inside out. She is at the complete mercy of the winds. I don't think she is. She's got two hands. The wind only goes stronger, too, as the storm draws near. Yes, the bright sunshine that is beating down on you both as the storm draws near.
なんでそんな目で見るの？
Why are you looking at me like
な
that?
んだって言うなよ。
What is wrong with you? I think she have bigger... This is a disaster. Did nobody proofread this thing? I think she has bigger problems than what I'm
ど
doing.
うしてこんな状況でそんなに落ち着き払ってる
How
の？
are you so calm in a situation like this? Yeah, but if it reveals her hips on either side, that's not that big of a deal.
とにかく
I need to get out of this wind. Her eyes begin to dart all over the place, desperately searching for a shelter to the storm.
そんなところで突っ立って見てないで助けてよ。
Don't just stand there and stare. Help me. How exactly am I supposed to help her?
もう無理。
For a split moment, she takes her hands away from her skirt. The result is what anyone could have expected. Completely flies up. She turns it into Switch from the Matrix. Not like this. Not like this. She takes off, disappearing into the school. So that's why she doesn't like windy days. Oh, you think so? Somehow I get the impression she's not going to leave until the wind dies down. For most of the day, all I do is stare at the clock. Damn, Kaede, you are a boring motherfucker. My teacher drones on and on. Yet all I can concentrate on is the swimming club. I'm actually interested in the club, which is strange for me. Did you bring a pair of swimming trunks or anything, dude? To my relief, I hear the bell ring. As always, I expect you to review the material when you get home. As the other students stream out of the room, he approaches my desk again. So, you actually went to the swimming club? Yeah. I'm presuming you joined. Yeah, is that a problem? You probably already have a good picture of the circumstances around the swimming club. No, I have no idea what's going on. There was an incident that happened and everyone has avoided it since. Did somebody... Okay, is this like comical or is this like super dark? I'm not... Okay. What the hell are you not telling me? What's going on? No one... Oh, shit. No one wants to talk about tragic circumstance. So what happened is bad. That's all I've managed to guess for now. What? How did I predict that trope too? It's best to show some sensitivity. Then tell me what the fuck is going on, teacher. Undoubtedly, they would hate to hear the students talking about it behind their backs. Tell me what's going on. Troubled, my teacher walks over to his desk and takes a seat. I do not understand why you want to know so badly. The game's listening to me, yes! I would need to know because if this is something like, oh yeah, everybody who joins the swimming club mysteriously turns up dead 6 to 8 weeks later, except for those two. Those two are like mass murderers, but we can't prove it, or... Some things are better left forgotten. No. No. No! Best to leave well enough alone and let time heal the damage that was caused. Don't you think? Talking about problems sometimes helps though, doesn't it? I don't know what the problem is. I feel like that would be better left in the hands of a professional. He seems to grow weary of the conversation quite quickly. I guess it would not be appropriate for a teacher to comment on such things, though. The girl who spread those rumors about them is long gone. Yet the rumors themselves linger. Rumors? Just how much is there to this swimming club? Oh, I've said too much. Okay. Anyway, I'm heading off. Again, with the anyway. Have fun at swimming. At swimming what? Swimming club? Have fun at the swimming club? Have fun swimming? He quickly leaves before I can ask anything else. I'm probably putting too much stock into this. No, nobody's putting enough stock into it. They say tragedy and you go, okay. I have a right to know what I'm getting myself into. I'm still waiting for Hiromi and Mieko to show up. I wonder just how hard this training is gonna be. Depends on what their swimsuits look like, I guess. They insisted that I had to be prepared to fully commit to this. I guess we'll wait and see. A single figure steps out of the changing rooms. Hiromi is busy. It's me who's going to be training you today. So make sure you listen. I won't repeat myself, and I expect you to pay full attention to all of my instructions. She's so bossy when she wants to be. Another thing, don't think about... You don't need to distract yourself when you're in the pool. I swear that it isn't my intention to do anything to you. She scoffs. Of course you would deny. That's a no-win situation. Doesn't it make sense to deny something that isn't true? No, that just... They immediately go, well, of course you'd deny it, you liar. Having had enough, she lowers herself into the pool. Now then, how much experience do you have with swimming? Not very much. I haven't done it in years. Do I need to start with the basics then? You might need a reminder. I slowly lower myself into the water. A reminder couldn't hurt. Please show me. It's weird that you're placing so much faith in me. You haven't even seen me swim yet. Kaede, I disagree with this sentence 100%. Yeah. Mieko, can you just do a lap around the pool? I just want to see that you can swim before I get into an Olympic pool with you, because the bottom is very deep, and if I don't remember how to swim, I sink. You know that sinking feeling we were talking
根拠
about?
もなくそういうのやめ
Yeah,
なさいよ
don't
ね
make presumptions like that. See, she's admitting it. Now she's become awkward. I don't really understand what the deal is with her.
とにかく最初は
The first thing you should learn about is breathing. After that, we can work on your technique. Breathe the air, drink the water. Do not try and drink the air, and certainly do not try and breathe the water. Bit by bit, it all starts to come back to me. It's strange how a small reminder can bring back a flood of memories.
基礎がこんなに早く終わるなんてね
I didn't think it would be this I was in the pool! I was in the pool! Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Very rarely does a Seinfeld episode fit so perfectly with an anime.
あんた別にすごい選手だった
You said you weren't a good swimmer. I'm not. I haven't done any swimming in a long
どうして
time.
泳がなかったの
Why not? I couldn't imagine life without swimming. I honestly don't remember.
とにかくもう基礎は
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Trope alert. Is this terrible tragedy that happened all these years back something that happened to him and he forgot about it because he like partially drowned or something like that because one of these two fucked up? And then he moved around schools and somehow wound up back at the same school? Is it that tropey? She looks towards the end of the
じゃあ
pool.
そろそろ何往復か泳いでみましょう
Maybe we should get started on doing some laps.
あんたの
Sounds
実
good.
力見せて
Show
も
me
らう
what you
わ
can do. She gestures towards the diving platform. I pull myself out of the pool and make my way towards it. What does diving have to do with anything? There's a sense of anticipation in the air as I climb on top of the platform. Mieko looks at me
早く
expectantly.
プールが待ってる
Come
わ
on
よ
already. The pool is waiting. I take just a moment longer to prepare myself. The end of the pool looks so far away from here. Yet Mieko is quickly losing her patience
何
with me.
してんのよ泳ぐの泳がないの
Yeah, it's a diving board. Come on. Cannot ignore that. Time to do it. Full sprint, slip off the end, smash your head, fall face down in the water. My muscles tense. I spring forward, my arms reached out in front of me. My hands cut through the surface of the water, allowing me to pass through it. It surges past my face, blasting me with shivering cold. How is it cold? You were already in the pool. Some of it gets up my nose, but I try my best to pull through. Overarm was how I used to swim, so I guess I'll try it this time too. I kick my legs and put in as much effort as I can. It's been a long time since I've used these muscles. My laps are slow. I guess that was to be expected though. It's been a long time since I've done any real exercise too. I'm barely on my second lap and I can feel my muscles screaming at me to stop. Has it really been this long since I went swimming? I actually like it. If that's not unusual for me, then I don't know what is. Despite how tired I feel, I don't want to stop. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm not planning on having a tragedy here. I'd better go at a steadier pace. It would be better if I didn't overexert myself. I'm incredibly slow by the end of it, but I managed to do 3 laps before I dragged myself out of the pool.
気をつけなさいよ
You need to be more
あん
careful.
まり無
Don't
理しちゃダ
push
メじゃ
yourself
ない
too hard.
プール
I
の真ん中で疲れてきたら
If you get tired while you're in the middle of
ど
a
うなる
lap,
か知ってるでしょ
well, we both know what would happen. I'm sure you'd pull me out if worse came to worse. How did I
初
do?
心者にしては悪く
It's
ない
not bad for a beginner. I feel like I kind of got railroaded a little bit there, where the reaction she had was like almost as if she had just pulled me out.
少なくとも私が見てきた中で
Definitely not the worst
最低で
swimmer
は
I've
ない
seen in the
ね
pool. The worst swimmers in the pool are usually at the bottom of the pool. She pauses for a moment as she seems to think to
でも
herself.
フォー
But
ム
your
に関
technique
して
is
自分
really
じゃねも
sloppy.
っと練習しなきゃ
You
話にならな
definitely
い
need to work on that. She could have put it in a nicer way. No. Your technique sucked ass. Get better. Unrefined, maybe? No. Come to think of it, there really isn't a nice way to put it. Yeah, okay, see, Kaede, you figured it out. It's bad. Yes. If it's bad, then what good is there in lying about it? I'm so glad he's learning. He's learning.
練習する以外にそれをどうにか
Now
する
then,
方法
what
と
would
して
help you apart from
私
practice?
の泳ぎを見てもらうこと
Maybe
で
you could learn something from observing me.
100メーターか200メーター
Why don't you watch me swim a lap or two? Observing you, you say. Indignantly, she turns back to me and folds her arms.
いやらしいことを考えない
Told you not to think anything stupid.
男
What is it with you people? You're the ones who suggested it.
そんなこと
Alright, I'm just teasing. She puffs up her cheeks when she hears that. Oh, she's pouting now.
見たいの
Do you want a demonstration or not? Yes. I drag myself out of the pool and take a seat at its edge. Let's see how much of a great swimmer she is. She seems very cat-like. All wound up, ready to leap in a split second. I'm not... Okay, I understand the cat thing now. I barely see it when she finally dives into the pool. She crashes into the water, piercing through the surface with exceptional ease. I've never seen anything quite like it. Okay, so she's good at diving. She's practically gliding along the pool's surface. Why isn't she wearing a swimming cap? I can only look on in wide-eyed awe. Why isn't she wearing a swimming cap? She looks as natural as a dolphin in the ocean. I guess the swimming club is just about casual swimming and not competitive. Though I'm only supposed to be observing her, I've lost sight of that goal. I'm far more interested in watching this human bullet speed along in front of me. Her backstroke is incredible. It's like watching a torpedo speed its way through the water. She's so damn fast, I couldn't possibly keep up if I were racing her. And yeah. I quickly forget that I'm supposed to be observing her technique and become lost in the moment. It's like watching a I called the mermaids! I called the mermaids! She's really a mermaid. I'm banking on it. For a moment, I picture her as... It's an invasive little thought. I had that invasive little thought about a half hour ago. Kaede. Back and forth she goes, not once losing her pace. Her technique is incredibly elegant. Streamlined, in another way. You didn't need to do that. That's the only way I can describe it. Absolutely no movement she does is wasteful. How did she get so good? I've barely done any swimming in a long time, and even I can tell how good she is. Back and forth, she skims across the water's surface with unrivaled speed. If she's this good, then I can only guess that Hiromi is just as good as she is. These two must be water goddesses. That's the only way. Only way you could describe them 4 different ways there, Kaede. She slows down a little bit by the time she's on her last lap. Pulling herself out, she lets out a little sigh. Not as fast as I was last time. I must be getting out of shape. Wait, she can go even faster than this? The idea is almost impossible for me to comprehend. I take a moment to walk her back to the other end. It takes her a moment to walk her way back from the other end. So did you learn anything? I learned that you're an incredible swimmer. You can just tell when someone has amazing technique. She blushes like crazy as I say that. I think... Quietly, she looks at me with those distinct eyes of hers. I've never had someone compliment me before. Oh. What do you mean? Is your hearing broken all of a sudden? Did you learn anything? Were you observing my technique? I lost my concentration. What? What were you looking at then? I just got lost when I was watching you swim. I wandered into the hallway and down, and I couldn't remember how to get back. It's kind of mesmerizing. You're just so fast. That's besides the point. You didn't learn anything, did you? Sorry, I didn't. Should have known you wouldn't have gotten it. We're just gonna get you to practice more then. You should dive right back in. Yeah, I'm exhausted. With the brutality of a slave driver, she forces me to keep practicing. Well, I guess we'll be in great shape by the end of this. The lessons continue for a while. Despite how hard it is, I have so much fun that I lose track of time. Hiromi eventually turns up. She didn't even bother to get changed. I had to do something quickly. Yeah, quickly that took all day. Don't worry. Strange, there's a grim look on Hiromi's face. She looks troubled, I suppose. She quickly hides that grim look and replaces it with a smile. That's a smug-looking son of a bitch if I've ever seen one. Anyway, it's the Sakura Swim Club drinking game. Anytime someone says anyway, take a shot. How is our new member doing? He's mediocre. Wow. Wow. I'm definitely not as good as Maeko. You could become a good swimmer. Ooh, I'll have to see for myself. Why don't you dive in and show me? I'm a bit tired at the moment. I'll be happy to next time. That's alright. I have no doubt Maeko was working you hard before I came. I wasn't working him that hard. When was the last time you did any exercise at all? Football practice when I was in middle school. Damn. Oh, they mean football not as in football, but like European football. Because she just said soccer. For a moment, she pauses and appears to be thinking about something. So you didn't join football? You said you were looking at clubs. Why wouldn't you have joined something you were familiar with? I have my reasons. There's 4 of them right in front of me. Let's just say that I didn't like football. So let's not worry about me. Unless I start drowning or something. That isn't something you should joke about. Yeah, no fucking kidding. She suddenly gets really angry with me when I mention that. Okay, I'm starting to sense that I was right about the tragedy, not the funny. On another note, it's late. Sorry that it took me so long to get here. Mayuko seems to forget her anger when Hiromi says that. It's fine, Hiromi. Kaede did well. Well enough, anyway. So it's over? We'll practice again tomorrow. Hope to see you there, Kaede. Mayuko surprisingly smiles at me too. Thanks for joining our club instead of the football club. Both of them wander off to the changing room, leaving me alone. Why did Hiromi go to the change room? I don't think I did too badly for my first meeting. We'll have to see how well this goes. And I think that's where we will pause for number 2. We have successfully completed what I'm presuming to be day number 2 at this point. Till next time, guys. Later.